Yo, Bracy Skill Clinic's back with another video. Make sure you like, comment, subscribe. Y'all know the routine, man. Today, I'm going to talk about NBA players that were in the 90s, early 2000s, the stuff that I was actually able to witness and see. Okay, I'm going to talk about a few players that come to mind that I believe were ahead of their time. Their play, their style, their versatility. Guys back then who may have been, decent players, but may have not blossomed the same way that I believe they would blossom in today's game. So, couple guys that come to mind. I'm gonna narrow it down to five. I can go all day. There's a lot of players, but I'm gonna narrow it down to five players. Okay, and no order. Number one, okay, one player that I think would blossom in today's game, but may have not had the biggest name back then. The first person that comes to mind is Lamar Odom. Lamar Odom was about, 6'10", maybe 6'11", left-handed, had a handle, can shoot it a little bit. Basically was a big guard. Can you imagine Lamar Odom playing in today's game? With the way, the way the big man is not really a position or a thing anymore. Everybody's playing this small ball. You have small forwards playing the 4, maybe even the 5 at times. Could you imagine Lamar Odom in today's game? He would be a matchup nightmare. And he's left-handed. So Lamar Odom in today's game is one player, or Lamar Odom is a player back in the day that I think would blossom in today's game. Excuse me. Another player, number two, that I can think of that I think a player that would blossom in today's game is Antoine Walker. Another big 4 guy, 6'8", can shoot it, can handle it, had that shimmy shake. Man, I think Antoine would be, the way the 4s are shooting 3s now, stretch 4s, he's the perfect definition of a stretch 4. I just see Antoine Walker just being a mega superstar in today's game with his skill set and the way the game is played. So that's another one that I think would be a major superstar in today's game. Another player that I think would be even major, even bigger than he was. This is a Hall of Famer. I'm going to name him. This is a Hall of Famer. So he was big in his era, but I think this player will be even bigger today. That's David Robinson. If you look at the late 80s, early 90s, when Robinson was in his prime, he was getting rebounds going coast to coast as a 5, 7'1", left-handed. He was ahead of his time. I think David Robinson I can imagine David Robinson in today's game being a stretch 5, probably extend his range out a little bit to the 3-point range. He would be phenomenal in today's game. I think David Robinson would probably be the best big in today's game had he played the style that everybody's playing today, that he played back then. So that's number 3. Now we're down to the last 2 pieces. Are you guys ready? This next person is somebody that you got to really know hoop to know this person. Tim Thomas. Tim Thomas, his skill set. A lot of people looked at him as an NBA player, as a role player, but man, Tim Thomas could go. And he had every skill set in this game. I think he would be amazing in today's game. It was something about back then where 4s and 5s couldn't really, or they was told not to really shoot the 3 as much. Some of them did if you can really shoot it. I think, Rasheed Wallace, Dirk Nowitzki kind of changed that. But I think Tim Thomas in today's game would be phenomenal with his skill set and his height, ability to hand the ball. Most of these guys I'm naming are, guys who are stretch 4s or stretch 5s. So that's another one that I think would be really, really amazing in today's game. Now we're down to the last piece of players that I think would be phenomenal in today's game. And this is another guy that had he had good years back in the day, but I think he would be even better in today's game. And that is Pedro Stojakovic. Pedro Stojakovic at 6'7", 6'8", I believe. He had a great career, especially in Sacramento, but at the rate that these guys are shooting 3s, I think Pedro would be incredible. If they let Pedro shoot as many 3s as these guys shoot, these guys get away with shooting about 8 or 9 threes a game if they're real shooters. Pedro, it was back then in the 2000s, early 2000s, it was about maybe 4 or 5. But now, if you're a shooter, you easily can get up, 8 or 9 threes a game. And I just picture a guy like Pedro with his height, his frame, his skill set he would be awesome in today's game. So, hey, man, that's a quick video. 5 guys that I think would blossom in today's game that are from the earlier eras. We got Lamar Odom, we got Antoine Walker, we got Dave Robinson, we got Tim Thomas, and we got Pedro Stojakovic, man. Make sure you guys like, comment, subscribe, comment, tell me your thoughts. If you got any other players that I didn't name, put it in the comment box, man. I want to hear your opinion. We out.